What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to More Salt. In case you are new to this channel, my name is Nicole, and a few months back I made a vegan hacks video and you guys went apeshit for it. You loved it. So I decided to do a part 2. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that some of these hacks are actually better than the hacks from the first video. I'm just saying. So let's get into these life-changing vegan hacks. Part 2. The first hack that I'm sharing with you today is a DIY vegan sweetened condensed milk. What? Sometimes, especially during the holiday season, there are lots of different recipes that you want to veganize and bring home to mom and dad and be like, hey, look at this, it's vegan, it's so good, it's so delicious. But a lot of sweet treats, and especially holiday treats, have a certain non-vegan ingredient in them, and it's called sweetened condensed milk. Vegans all over can rejoice and be happy because now there is a way to make your own sweetened condensed milk, and it's really, really simple. All you do is take 1 can of full-fat coconut milk and half a cup of sugar, bring that up to a simmer on the stove, and let it simmer for 30 to 40 minutes until it looks like this. You could even take it a step further, cook it a little bit longer until the sugar starts to caramelize and make vegan caramel. It's a really fatty version of caramel, but caramel nonetheless. The next hack I have for you is homemade vegan heavy cream. This one is insanely easy to make, so get ready. You're gonna need 1 cup of cashews that have been soaked overnight or boiled for 10 to 15 minutes, and a cup and some change of some sort of plant milk. So you can use soy milk, almond milk, whatever you want. And you're going to blend it together in a high-speed blender. I'm using a Vitamix, and you're gonna blend it until all the cashews are completely liquefied. And you will get something that looks like this. Perfect replica of heavy cream. So you can use this in any sort of soup, in a baking dish. Anything that you would use normal heavy cream for, you can use this instead. Okay, so remember in my first hacks video where I showed you how to make low-fat chocolate sauce? Well, my next hack is doing the same thing with peanut butter. I'm showing you how to make low-fat peanut butter sauce. You literally do the same thing, except instead of using cocoa powder, you use peanut butter powder. I'm using the peanut butter powder from Costco. It's less than $12. You get a giant tub of it and it lasts forever. And I'm also using the maple syrup from Costco, which is less than $12, and you get 32 ounces of this stuff. Crazy. So you're basically just gonna whisk together maple syrup, peanut butter powder, and the end result is pure magic. It's sweeter than peanut butter, and you can kind of control how liquidy you want it, obviously, because you're adding in your own maple syrup. But if you make it thick enough and you let it sit in the fridge overnight, you can use this stuff as vegan peanut butter icing that's low fat, and it's so good. It is so good. A lot of you guys probably already know how to do this, but in case you don't, a way to make your own low-fat vegan mayo is using silken tofu. So what you're gonna do is add silken tofu to a food processor or a blender, add in a few other ingredients like vinegars, Dijon mustard, salt, white pepper, lemon juice, blend it together, and you have yourself an amazing low-fat vegan mayo. You can add this to sauces, sandwiches, salad dressings, and it is wonderful. I will leave the exact measurements and recipe for my low-fat vegan mayo down in the description box below. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know the feeling and the struggle with bananas ripening. Sometimes it could take a week. Sometimes it only takes a couple of days. Sometimes ain't nobody got time for that. So a quick way to ripen bananas is to put them in the oven. Who knew? A quick way to ripen bananas is to place them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes. Now this all depends on how ripe your bananas are. Mine, it was like real green. So it took like 15-ish minutes, but normally it would take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Just kind of check on it after 5 or 6 minutes and see where it's at, but you want it to be completely black, shiny, and tender to the touch. And after you take it out of the oven, you can cut it open and use it as you see fit. I wouldn't eat this banana plain or in a smoothie, but I would use these bananas that you ripened in the oven more for like baking things, baking substitutions, or banana bread, but they're a little mushy for my taste. I would wait it out, let them ripen naturally if you're gonna freeze them and put them in a smoothie, but this works if you are in a pinch. The next hack I'm sharing with you is something I know that pretty much everyone has heard of, but it's been my jam this summer and I'm holding on to it strong. Frozen grapes. Now, not only are frozen grapes delicious as is, pop them out of the freezer and just eat them straight. The texture is amazing. It's like it doesn't get super like icy and hard. When you bite into it, it's like really like a soft iciness. I am not explaining this right, but it's really delicious. You gotta try it if you haven't already. But not only are they delicious just to eat on their own, they make great DIY ice cubes. If you just don't have ice cube trays, or you're just too lazy to refill your ice cube trays up in general, pop them in some water, champagne, a fruity drink, and you have yourself some awesome, delicious ice cubes. The last two hacks I'm sharing with you are pretty life-changing, especially if you are gluten-free or have celiacs. A quick and easy way to make your own gluten-free breadcrumbs is to grind up puffed rice cereal. What? And they work like a charm. You're gonna add them to a food processor, grind them up like so, and this is what they look like. Along with that, my last hack I'm sharing with you is how to make your own gluten-free panko breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are a little bit crispier than normal breadcrumbs, and you can achieve this by adding in those Czech cereals into the food processor like you did the rice cereal, and blending them together until they are panko breadcrumb size. These are gonna be slightly crispier and crunchier than the puffed rice cereal breadcrumbs. Those are all the hacks that I have to share with you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and comment down below telling me your favorite vegan hacks that I might not have covered in this video. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Don't forget to take care of yourself, eat good food, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.